Hooray! Hello everyone out there, my little followers on the whole immense internet land and particular YouTube space. I tell you what, actually my life just goes on in a good way or mostly predominantly and I do a lot of coding and that's how I get deeper into that stuff. That the more I dive there, the more I like it, and appetite. You get your appetite as for delicious, yummy food. That's when I get my aspiration for the similar idea relates to coding. That's what I meant to say. Finally, I said it, and if you get what I say, that's probably good. I want to be coherent. My speech should be coherent here, I should say. And guys, my coding thing kind of not distracts me from my American, but have to not say that I have to, but I like doing it more. More, the more I do that, the more I like it. And I don't want to sacrifice some American pieces for the sake of doing coding, and I will never do that because American is my purest love or unconditional love, and if I even I don't want to say that because it needs no words around my American points that I'm making, and I know that I'm doing fluff here. I'm doing pretty much like nothing, but it is only for outside observer standpoint. For me, I'm doing everything what I want and what I love, and that's where I've been put on this planet, and probably for doing these American pieces, for doing my American and for doing my English. I love English. You cannot even imagine to what extent my English kind of like it's not even my second soul. It's my first soul. It shares my first native language, which happens to be Russian, and now is my American is growing, and I love my Russian because I don't even know some words in Russian. I almost learn. I'm almost learning in the process of learning, let alone speaking here about my American as I watch news, for example, some I don't know different points derived footages in Native American pitched by Native Americans, and they all just good to my ear, and I love the varieties of accent they do, the varieties of race and speech in which they speak, and all those footages they listen with my American soul, and they dissolve there, and that's fucking that. And I'm not exaggerating something, not understating or at the same time things like they go in my life, and my things they're on mind, and I like to share kind of not even techniques how to. If you don't get yourself how to do that, that definitely means you're not motivated enough to clear it out by yourself how to do that properly, how to do that with full 100% result or orientation point. And if you want to get something, you'll figure the way how to get it, and it's like probably Native Americans, they definitely say if there is a will, there is a way, and definitely falls along those strategies and along those lines that I've just sounded them out for you. And guys, my cap, like not a cap, like there's abat-jour on my, I'm speaking French, yeah, abat-jour on my lamp went slightly sideways because the main cap, the main holder of electric bulb is damaged by my lamer doings. What I did, I shot it out from my air gun several times. That metal made rim that goes all around the holding. Fuck, what finger should I point it out? Fucking. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. I shot it several times from my air gun, and it went sideways, almost like turned gloomy because of my silly attitudes, and I like the way it's hanging right now, slightly sideways, reminding me my silly doings, and I'm like a real man. I do crazy things. I shut no now I don't do that because I got older, but I'm still young. I mean, I'm in my whatever in my 30s, in my 20s, in my 30s again, or in my whatever years, and I don't count years. I'm always silly in my mind, and if you wanna shoot something out of air rifle, or you may hire me, I may do that virtually for you. I'm kidding. I'm good enough with my khaki lamp, which cap sits sideways because of my shots from my air rifle, and now I shared with you my simple just nothing story of my life. No can do. It always goes that way, and just to know how feelings, and guys, kind of like I want to do it more. I want to speak American when I sleep, when I being up, when I'm going to sleep, when I'm waking up, when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm combing my hair, when I grow my beard, when I'm stalking my silly sticking out ears, and I don't do that. I don't do that. I hope you didn't watch my recent footage. That's where I told what I rub with my bath sponge. I told watch that footage, but bear with rude language being in there, because if you have sensitive soul, you don't want to watch that footage at all. It contains shits and fluff and rude words, and some incoherency being there as well as a part of my process of good in my American, and guess it gotta roll. Kinda I wanna do it more, but as soon as I have my program and thing being, it will never be finalized, because it's immense and endless process of growing. As long as I do my American, now I know how it goes. There are no boundaries. Neither in my American nor in my coding pieces, working strategy, whatever way you'd like to call it, and call it, you name it yourself. The things that you want in your life, you should name it those ones yourself, and do those ones yourself as well. Be good, get a roll. Stay tuned to my channel. If you didn't get anything or everything out of what I said, that means you're probably not Native American, you're probably Native French, whatever. You get what I say. Keep practicing peace and never quit watching this shit until I let you. I hope I won't, and don't even ask me to do that, or rather shit out this leaving one for all that flu right now doesn't block our pushes ways or pushes lives anymore. We can do with our lives what we fucking want. Be good, get a roll again, or thanks for being with me tonight, for I don't fucking know what we're practicing, but we're practicing man American. Be good, get a roll. Stay tuned. Thanks again for attending my spot, for being with me tonight. Keep practicing. So all around, guys and gals, very soon. Be good. Night.